Meanwhile, at a Vrbo, get the vacation you expect, and never a hovering host.
When you make your dip super creamy with almonds, your new boyfriend can know nothing about football.
Oh, he touched it down.
Bro, that's so cheap. And still fit in just fine.
Have you tried the dip?
Oh, great.
That's the Hail Mail.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And their customer service rep always know just what I need.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. Great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Over the diamond.
throw.
Damn, man.
Defenders have intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes on.
waited too late
He's
anyway.
throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
And they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Hey, Prime Vision viewers, you will notice that tonight Sam Schwartzstein is not with us. That's because Sam and his wife Kelly had a beautiful...
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Good job, D.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on the punt. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts, sliding out of the pocket.
God damn, bro.
Anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Hurts.
There we go.
The catch is made. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll give to Barkley out of the gun.
Come on,
a lot of room to operate there in the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. They'll get 11, but it will still lead to a
4th down. There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll drop the throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken at the 37. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley inside hand.
Oh, 70, you missed your block.
Ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now a toss right to Barkley. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. We're scoreless after 1. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain.
Oh, they wore the black pants. I thought they were. thought it was a green card.
Offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping it from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So 2nd and 4 from
I'm
the 22.
not fucking doing no huddle, dude.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. From the 22, Hurts. Out left to Dotson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9.
Bro, what the fuck? I'm not doing no huddle, bro.
It looks like they'll move things around here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Barkley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Hold up.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Are you fucking serious, bro?
Falls incomplete.
Good work there to force the incomplete.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So a good challenge there to look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
It's Barkley on the counter. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Shipley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Here's Hurts. Gets into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I saw the pressure coming at him, then just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you kind of nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now back to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So they're over. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work down inside the 45.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a quick slant as the throw is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback...
Come on, 54!
He was able to run free after the catch. That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh my God, dog!
He's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about the
touchdown Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gano the extra point. And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished out by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his big catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release.
Nigga!
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get
What
it
a
just
catch.
short of the 45 at the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Wow.
Looking to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
Wow.
It's caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker.
That's a lame, bro.
On first down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll throw now on the final play. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Do he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. There they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but the sack knocks him backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Regular season, Emirates NBA Cup, SoFi Play-In Tournament, playoffs, league pass, so it's a total of 5. This is exciting.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get into the ground at about the 23. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another game.
They go play action with Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end. Fucking
ridiculous.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Deonte Banks with it. But he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, they're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forwards. Nice job to pick it up. First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Dillon up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away.
This is fucking ridiculous, man.
They stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second down, here's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Big expenses. Your big financial friend. Experience. Your BMW reveals surprising ways.
A handoff to Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
So following the failed try on 4th down, will change ends and change possession. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Good, man.
Way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting first downs, Keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know we're there, wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Well, they go with a tight end carry, and he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Chris Manhertz, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. There's the stiff arm. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Running left, it's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's struck. He lost the football.
Damn, bro.
It's picked up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I know a lot coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that is after the
we don't get that turnover here.
Through the air, they go to the ground, doesn't work. Now a dump off here complete. He works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They look to throw now.
That ain't a fumble?
He'll be hit as he releases it. They now fall incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
That's crazy, bro.
It's a gain of 11 with a giant first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
It will be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Carter able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd down and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. So out of the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, though. I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the 4th.
So the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
He will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. He's been a load for them to handle defensively. I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred him a little bit because not only is he catching him, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right. He's had 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking right side, and he's got him in. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Throwing his Hurts. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability there to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Within 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. We'll get this out to Barkley complete.
God damn, bro. It's all with the O-line.
It's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down. So let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And they work this right upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch, and you're on a 1st down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again.
No!
Protect the ball. He's to the 15.
Why would you do that?
Down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Opening moments, 2nd half. Flag is thrown. So, showing the Empire State Building.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine, on the defense, that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run it back.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for play.
Hurts and the Eagles now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 65 seconds remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
It's the biggest deal in breakfast. Don't get $6 bills.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Paulson and Debo. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. There's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels.
Gotta do it.
Share it with the
Do that Tesla. Clear skin could be your job.
Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the
Time
game,
now for Driven for More, presented by Hyundai. KBS 1-3 this offense trying to find some rhythm, and they found it tonight. Offensive line doing their job. Jalen Hurts playing with much more urgency, throwing with accuracy. 14 of 18 tonight for 164 yards, but he's done a lot of different ways, and I think they put him in a much better spot, mixing up formations, a lot of personnel groupings, using pre-snap motion and movement. They have really found their flow tonight. We'll see if it continues in this second half. Doing it without their starting left guard, Landon Dickerson.
On EA Sports.
Greg Toth has
From
taken
MetLife
that
Stadium.
spot.
Good night, everybody.
Doing its work tonight as they start from the 7-yard line. And they start on the ground. And it's a gain of about 6 for Saquon Barkley, who has now carried the ball 9 times for a total of 61 yards. And they brought Fred Johnson in there, who's a backup tackle. Brought him in as 74 is basically another tight end, trying to get the edge on that right side. It worked pretty well. It's exactly where Saquon ended up bouncing that to get away from close to their own goal line. So good positive first down game there to start this drive. Nice snap. Brings it down. Nothing happening there. The Giant defense right there to stop him from no gain. Thibodeau, the first to get to him. Thibodeau, again, I hope Giants fans are really enjoying this guy's growth this year. He is playing at such a different level, so much more physical. And you think of these guys on the edge, all you think about is what they do as pass rushers, but this guy continues to become every week a more complete player, that time against the run. Great play getting off that block. 3rd and 6. A.J. Dillon in the backfield. Going deep. Out in front. The pass is too deep. He had Devontae Smith. And that would have been 6. 4th down. And away with 1. Well, that's the fear this year with the Giants defense. There's moments when they play well, and then there's moments where they have busts. And this is one of those where they just had a bust. You don't know if that's the corner who's not making the right decision, or if that's Flott right there who looks like made the wrong decision, but you don't know if the safety should be over. Regardless, it's a bust, and they caught a break. Philly, that could have been a touchdown. Major break, 3 and out, so each team starts the second half of the 3 and out. Braden Mann, his punt will go out of bounds somewhere around the 45 or so yard line. 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Jalen last week was talked about a lot, how he missed A.J. Brown. There was a discussion that A.J. Brown give up on the play. Regardless, the timing on these vertical shots, it's just not been as consistent as you would typically see with Jalen Hurts and his receivers. Like I said, he is known over the years for quick game, RPO, and the shots downfield. That's kind of his bread and butter. The intermediate game is the area that he's always trying to grow and get comfortable. But that was a blown coverage, and ideally, he puts that ball up in the air, and Devontae Smith runs under it. It's a touchdown. Tyrone Tracy is the running back. Pass is caught just shy of the 50-yard line, so Lil Jordan Humphrey makes that grab. To Kaylee we go.
Guys, in that key piece of the Eagles secondary, cornerback Quinyon Mitchell, he has been ruled out of this game with that hamstring injury he suffered earlier.
Yeah, that is, as we said before, that's very big. You see a lot of Adoree Jackson, former New York Giant, meanwhile fighting his way is Tyrone Tracy. Had a good rookie year last year, led the team in rushing. There's Mitchell on the sideline. It'll be 3rd down and 1 upcoming.
Yeah, and you just wonder, is it Hyatt? Is it Robinson? Who can test the corners with Mitchell down? You have Ringo and Jackson. And honestly, opposite of Mitchell, that was the concern with the Philadelphia defense when Cooper DeJean is in the inside playing nickel. Who's going to end up being the second corner? Now they're both out there, but for now, 3rd and short, you have Cooper DeJean playing the corner opposite of Adoree Jackson.
Giants come up with 3 times. Scattermoo is